by talking about, because this is not necessarily a new book. How long has this book been out?
It was published in 2004, so we're still delighted that it's part of the conversation in the community and that people have found it very helpful. So that's a real honor for me. I'm really pleased.
Well, and I have to be honest that it's something that we talk about a lot here on the show, about the benefits of using acting as a way to help our kids on the autism spectrum. It's certainly something that we've done multiple interviews with Temple Grandin, and
she's lovely.
Isn't she lovely? And she talks about it extensively when we talk about, what did your mother do right? What do you think that helped you? And she always points to being involved in community theater, whether it's on stage or backstage, as something that really helped her immensely. So, and my background is in theater. That's what my master's degree is in theater. So, you're talking to the audience that is excited about these things. So, but let's talk about what was the inspiration for you? How did this book come about, and what was the impetus for you to write it?
Well, my background is in theater as well, and I had a nice career. It was a lot of fun, but one of the things that I did in one of the theater companies is give workshops to children before we do the performance, and I started to realize that was my favorite part of the day. So I changed careers and became a teacher, a public school teacher, and I came in contact with some students on the spectrum. And as we worked with them, it was so striking to me that many of the social skills that the kids were trying to grasp were very much like first-year acting exercises that I had done in undergraduate and graduate school. And speaking to several different people, we really gave it a shot and saw if the kids were interested in doing it. I think laughter and silliness and relaxing with a group is so helpful when you try to make those social connections, and it just fell into place beautifully. Interestingly enough, often people who aren't really familiar with kids on the spectrum will say, "Oh, you work with kids with autism, that's so great of you." But in fact, they are brilliant actors. Teaching them is a breeze. They're talented, they have great replication skills, and they're interested in doing that. Plus, they have a great sense of humor. So it all sort of dovetailed into a really successful endeavor.
I love this idea because, it's so important. One of the things that we see with individuals who are on the autism spectrum, if you can set up circumstances for them and kind of tell them what the rules of a situation are, they tend to respond really well. And honestly, so much of life, people are acting out the social rules that they understand. When you see people at a party, they're really acting to some extent. They've thought beforehand about what kind of topics that they want to talk about. So to be able to put it in acting terms and make a really safe environment in which for them to play with those ideas and really, make a safe place for them to fail and then come back and try it again just seems like a really brilliant connection for me. So let's talk a little bit. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, one of the things that people not involved in the theater, they often think of verbal skills are so necessary, but really most of the good acting, even in the regular world, is nonverbal communication and body language and posture and reading those cues. And so it's so beneficial to our kids while they're having fun and learning to create a character or learning to behave in a certain way. It takes the stress of having to be verbal, coming up with things, and they're just able to, okay, I'm looking at your body and I'm seeing that there's, some stress in your body, or you look sad, or you look happy, and it really gives them the opportunity to do very well with that and to feel as though they're being successful, and then generalizing that out. Really great.